Okay, so we were looking into heightened senses within home interior, retail, gifts and greetings, food and drink, and scent with health and well-being.
Okay, so I'm looking at the future of interior design, and it's inevitable that smart homes are going to come to the future of interior design, because time is a luxury that people want to reduce the stress of mundane tasks in the home and make life easy so they have free tasks, and it will alter the way we touch and see our homes. Panasonic have created a glass TV that blends into cabinets and becomes seamless with the home and heightens our visual senses. IKEA have stipulated that by 2025, smart kitchens will be available and change the way we touch and see our homes, because it creates an interactive experience that shows recipes, cooking times, and alternative recipes by projected camera above. Amazon Echo is the piece that links all these together with voice activation, so no more pressing lights or messing with heaters when you can ask Alexa to do all of this for you and heightens our audio senses.
So in regards to heightened senses within the retail environment, I decided to look into virtual and augmented reality, which is set to transform the retail and shopping environment for customers in the near future. And one of the first examples that I've put on the screen is virtual reality within IKEA, who have recently been testing out an app which, when used with the HTC virtual reality headset, it kind of places customers within a life-size 3D kitchen where they can adjust the kitchen to like their taste, their own personal tastes. And the managing director of IKEA Sweden, who's called Jesper Brodrin, predicts that within the next 5 to 10 years, virtual reality can be used not only for furniture shopping, but shopping in general, where customers are able to try out products before they buy. The second example I looked at was Bumpus and Power. So they're leaders in visual and flavour-based experience design who collaborate with scientists to create innovative and retail experiences to remember. Two examples of their most recent sort of innovative retail experiences would be the world's first flower colour changing shop in London, so the flowers change colour. And the second one was a 4-storey townhouse which has been completely converted into a honeybee sanctuary. It's more like an art installation as well, but customers can come in and they can taste honey from around the world, and they can also like buy honey there as well. For the last example, I wanted to look more into sort of senses in the term of like smell. So I looked at the Joe Love store in Belgravia in London by Joe Malone. This is described as tapas for the nose. The Joe Love store in London offers unique and innovative ways to get the best out of her product scents. So for example, the shower gel is served as foam in a shot glass, the body cream is whipped up and served on a caviar spoon, and the bath cologne is placed in a mini tangine with hot water and they let it steam so that you can really like get the scent. I think overall, in general, like this is kind of showing how retail is adapting in the future to appeal to all of our senses and also making shopping easier to stay at home through virtual reality.
I looked at gifts and greetings. So gifts are prepared to create an impact on receivers using senses such as touch with the use of materials and sight to make it look more appealing. And in the future, I think it's going to be used such as like taste and smell. So if you open something, there's going to be like a smell that can come out of gifts and stuff like that. .com distribution explains that 52% of consumers are likely to repeat purchases that deliver orders in premium packaging, showing that people are more interested in packaging and how they appeal to the senses and its importance. Gifts can also be used to build brand loyalty, so retail touch points show nearly 90% of gift receivers said they are likely to buy more frequently after receiving a gift because it appeals to their senses as it can be something that they can keep in touch. I also looked at greeting cards, and it's got an ever-growing market of £1.7 billion, but Greeting Card Association explains that the vast majority of people and cards are bought in stores rather than online. This can be related to customers' senses as they can look and touch the product, seeming more appealing than something online that they can buy. 70% of consumers expect personalised experience, and personalisation is the ultimate form of service. This shows a rise in personalised presents, and people are more likely to pay 17% more for personalised gifts, which will be seen used throughout the industry more in the future.
I was looking at the sense of taste and how the dining experience is becoming less about the, taste and more about the sense of sight, with visual aesthetics such as food porn, Instagrams. So snapping a meal and sharing it alone online has become a ritual of the modern world. But has our appetite grown where still image is not enough? So food firms are starting to think so. Aldi has launched its own YouTube channel, while high-end restaurants like Oblix in the Shard have now got video trailers on their site. An article in The Guardian at the end of 2016 questioned, what is more mouthwatering, still image or video? And overwhelmingly the answer was video, with 70% sight, sound and motion is used, so it's tapping into the majority of our senses. At home, the dining experience is also transformed, where we can control the senses by listening to what music we want, having the certain amount of interaction we want, and eating what foods we want. So this is encouraged by the likes of Deliveroo and HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a system that caters to this for around £20 a month, with 3 brand new healthy recipes weekly wrapped up in a tactile parcel, satisfying to the touch with ice packages and sheepskin to maintain the freshness. The brand has tailored the taste to something completely sustainable and organic, with locally sourced food, encouraging us to eat the rainbow, not just our 5 a day. And so that's evident in some of the smoothies we've brought in today.
When looking into health and well-being and fragrance, I found that it's not just about the diet, it's about like the perfume industry are becoming more health conscious now, and the two are going hand in hand together. For example, the Yukio E perfume on the screen, it's got elements of green tea, and the Estee Lauder Modern Muse Nuit's got elements of blackcurrant and chamomile, and they've got positive effects on the brain. And in her book in 2013 by Jennifer Ryan, Fragrance and Wellbeing, it goes into detail about how fragrance affects the cognitive chemistry in your brain and how that can alter and affect your health. And in a recent study by Future Markets Insights, they claim that the aromatherapy industry is going to be worth $8 billion by 2026. It's currently worth $3.8 billion, so it's going to be almost doubling in its worth. And then aromatherapy, it's gaining a lot of momentum because it's got benefits such as helping depression and anxiety, boosting energy, immunity, and cognitive performance. And I think one of the most interesting ones is that holy basil is said to help fight cancer, prevent heart disease and diabetes. And I think like using fragrance as alternatives like medicines and things is going to be like coming to the forefront. Yeah.
So yeah, thank
Thank
you for
you.
listening.